I think we should explain value here, because in value, time doesn't equal value. But for most people that have learnt from societal conditioning that, per hour rates and stuff like that, it's like, and it's important to understand that when you're hiring somebody, you're not paying them typically per hour. You are paying them per what they know and how much value they have. So there was a guy that was in a restaurant and he was doing portraits, and this is like back in the 1400s or something like that. It was a long, long time ago, and there was a woman that walked in the restaurant, was like, "Oh, can you paint my portrait?" And this story is like, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a very good reflection of value. And the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll paint your portrait," and did it on a napkin, right? And the napkin, and he's just painted this wasn't really a painting, it was like a drawing of a portrait of the woman. And she's like, "Oh wow, this is so lifelike. It's so amazing. Like, it's so good." Like, and it took him, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And she said, "Oh, how much? How much?" And he's like, "Oh, that's €300. For back then, it's like $30,000 our time or something like that, right?" And she's like, "Whoa, hang on, this only took you 20 minutes. And the guy's name was Picasso. And he said, "This didn't take me 20 minutes. This took me decades and decades and decades and decades and decades of learning how to perfect an art and to do it in a short period of time." So that's the perception of value that people don't understand when they come to a buyer's agent. And I wanted to share that because people are like, "Well, it only took you 1 or 2 hours to find this deal." No. It's totally different. And I'm just backing up buyer's agents here because I think people should use buyer's agents, but it's the same with everything in life.
Yeah, and that's a big. I had the shift too because obviously I was trying to do my own plumbing before, and then I had to end up getting a plumber out there to fix up all my stuff ups.
Yeah.
But it's different when it's a few $100 of stuff ups, but like when you're talking, hundreds of thousands, often millions of dollars, one small mistake can cost you a lot more than the fees that are being charged. And sometimes they buyer's agents fees, just full disclaimer, they can range from anywhere between $4,000 to $100,000. In the Australian property market at the moment, from what I've seen, and some people might fall off their chair when they hear $100,000. But when you're buying a $10 million asset, it's cheap. It's cheap to
when they could get you the deal for $200,000 less or $300,000 less. You're basically saving $200,000 or $100,000 by using a buyer's agent.
Yeah, but also in that time frame too, it's like, well, you're dealing with people that they might be making large sums of money, and it's like, well, if you don't go down that path, then you'll end up either not buying property because you don't have enough time, or you'll just go and throw money at something to get it done because you've got other things that you want to do. And and then some people are like, whatever, it's $100,000. I'll pay what they're asking.
Absolutely.
For me, I sit there and go, let's help you out. And my fees obviously definitely not $100,000 in our team, but it's something that when you get more established in the market, you go into that prestige side of things, and you have to put your fees accordingly because the value you add.
The value is insane.
But due diligence checks. So going back to that, on your BA, on your buyer's agent, do all those things. But location is really key. But having a strategy going into it and sticking to it is important, and being open-minded to the people that, like, you're paying these people a fee, right? Like, you should trust them, what they're saying, and they have your best interests at heart. They're good people. They've gone into the industry to help you. And to get to that path of actually talking to these people, well, one, come and see us because we can put you in contact with the best ones that are out there in the Australian property market. And the reason why is, like, there's nationwide investment buyers agencies that are great, but there's also the local buyers agents that are amazing. They're the ones that are, like, on the ground in that area. Really great for owner occupiers because they know that market like the back of their hands. Where most people, we weren't aware of all the data that's available now. And
in the last sort of 6 to 7 years, the data has come a long way. For locations.
So you shouldn't have that issue. Obviously, talk to the best people, but it's still good to, like, from our point of view, I always like to overlook it, just to have that independent, fresh set of eyes over it, to give you those questions to go back with. But yeah, if you have any questions, obviously reach out, info hello at propertypowers.au, and yeah, by all means, like, put you in the right people. But going back to the checks side of things, then they're kind of the main ones. So strategy, location, asset selection, and checking the figures that are being presented to you are, you know, in line with you know, where the market's telling you. So you're not overpaying or not overestimating what things are, you know, going to rent for or sell for.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll speak to you on the next one.
Ciao.